Hey, you guys, let's finish up this study guide. Two more questions left. So, question 21 says similar figures. There we go. Similar figures have corresponding angles that are congruent. And congruent just means equal, all right? And corresponding sides that are proportional. And in case you forget what corresponding means, it just means the same spot on the other figure. So let's go and look at this one, number 22. Are these triangles similar? We have to first look at the angles, and we'll always look at that first, okay? And then we're going to look at the sides. The angles are always easier to start with. So the angles have to be congruent. So let's go through and look and see if corresponding angles are congruent. So I have 59 degrees right here. Let's go and see if I have a corresponding angle of 59 degrees. And I do, it's right here. Look, they're in the same spot, just on different figures. That's because no matter how large I make this triangle or how little, the angle should never change if they're similar. All right? So 59, I have two 90 degrees, perfect, and then I have two 31 degrees. All right, so it passes the angle test. Check. Let's go and check the sides test. Now the sides test, they're not going to be congruent because if we're making a smaller triangle, the sides aren't going to be the same. How can I have two different sized triangles, but the sides be the same? That can't work. So instead of them being congruent, they got to be proportional. Let's go and check that. We're going to do this. New over old, again and again and again. Let's go and find our sets of corresponding sides. Let's go and start with the 5. That corresponds with the 10. We have our new 5 divided by our old 10. 5 over 10 simplifies down to 1 over 2. All right? Let's go see if the other numbers, or corresponding sides, match and give us 1 over 2. We have 6 and 3. So 3 is the new, 6 is the old. 3 to 6 equals 1 to 2. Perfect. All right, those check. Let's check the last one. 5.83 and 11.66. Let me do my calculator and check that. 5.83 divided by 11.66. Now, when I divide it, it gives me 0.5. But it's important that we remember 0.5 is the same thing as 1 over 2. So that also gives me 1 over 2. All of these give me the same scale factor. So it passes the sides test. When it passes both of those, yes, they are similar. And that's because the angles are congruent. The angles are congruent. That's my angle symbol, and then an S. And sides are proportional. Perfect. Let's look at the next one. See if these are also similar figures. Test 1, it's got to pass the angle test. Test 2, it's got to pass the sides test. So let's look at the angles. Do I have congruent angles on corresponding angles? So I have a 37 degree. Let's go look in the corresponding spot right here. 37, 37, great. 90, 90, great. 53 degrees, 53 degrees. All right, it passes the angle test. Has all the same angles. Excellent. Let's go and look on the sides. So we're just going to do new divided by old on all of our corresponding sides. So let's go and pick one. I got 7, and that corresponds to 24.5. They're in the same spot. All right. We got our new over here, our old over here. Let's go and do 24.5. That goes on top. It's our new one. Over 7. Let me grab my calculator. I don't know that off the top of my head. 24.5 divided by 7. And we get 3.5. And again, it can be a fraction or a decimal. The whole point is that we have the same number, all right, for all of the sides, all right? Hopefully the other ones are going to give me 3.5 as well. Let's go look and see. Next one, I got 15, and I got 3. So I'm going to put 15 on the top, 3 down below. 15 divided by 3. Wait, that gives me 5. Let's go and double check the last one too. It's just a good habit to be in to practice all these. 35 divided by 10. Simplifies down to 3.5 as well. So look, these two work out as 3.5, but this one gives us something different. If even one of them gives you something different, it does not pass the sides test, and no, they're not similar. Angles are congruent, but it has to meet both criteria, not just one. But sides aren't proportional. All right, so that's how we tell if figures are similar. You guys, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I always appreciate it. All right, I will see you guys in class tomorrow. Bye.